On or about October 25, 2018, a Child and Protective Services complaint was filed against you, alleging your abusive and neglectful conduct towards student DCV. Child and Protective Services made a finding that you abused or neglected a minor, DCV. In Texas, child abuse and/or neglect charges may be imposed if the alleged perpetrator intentionally, knowingly, recklessly, or with criminal negligence cause a child serious bodily injury, sexual abuse, impairment, serious mental injury, or allowing a child to use controlled substances. Absolutely none of this happened. It is another false accusation, on the part of the district authorities, to damage the reputation of a whistleblower. The video of the incident was repeatedly requested via open records, and district officials denied its existence. The school district turned it over 2 years later, when my attorney obtained a court order, forcing them to turn it over. The video shows only a quiet conversation between a teacher and her student. The video shows no aggressive behavior by the teacher, no tears or crying by the student. It is exculpatory evidence, which is why they denied existence to all of us who requested it, including the Texas Attorney General, hiding it for more than 2 years. The district authorities had in their possession these videos, which show only a quiet conversation between a teacher and her student. Nevertheless, the Laredo ISD authorities intentionally concealed and misrepresented the videos with exculpatory evidence for more than 2 years, and accused me of abusive and neglectful conduct, emotional abuse, and disorderly conduct, knowing full well that the accusation was a complete falsehood. Who filed the complaint with Child Protective Services was a Laredo Independent School District policewoman Araceli Martinez, who allegedly witnessed the incident from afar, without intervening. Conveniently, the policewoman reported that her body camera was not functioning on that day. The school district repeatedly denied having any of the videos of the incident. When after 2 years the district turned over the video, which is exculpatory evidence, CPS changed the finding to unable to determine. The authorities of the Laredo Independent School District presented the same accusation in 3 different instances: the Webb County District Attorney, the Laredo Municipal Court, the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. The court ordered the school district to turn over video of the incident. When after 2 years the district handed over the video, the authorities determined that there was no evidence of emotional violence, so they dismissed the case for lack of foundation. The Laredo ISD authorities do not show the least respect for truth and justice. Again and again they try to accuse me of a fictitious incident, whose falsity was demonstrated before 3 independent authorities, and having the exculpatory results of those investigations, they hide them, intentionally failing to turn over the key evidence. In the United States, a person is innocent until proven guilty. In the Laredo Independent School District, a person is guilty, even if legally proven innocent. The Constitution prohibits double jeopardy, or being tried twice for the same offense. Despite the fact that in 3 different instances, independent of the district, they have dismissed the allegation as unsubstantiated. The superintendent is again bringing the same accusation against me. This is the 4th attempt to silence a whistleblower with the same falsehood. The student DCV was a chronic truant student who had 38 unexcused absences in 6th grade and had 13 unexcused absences in the first months of 7th grade. Despite this, no truancy prevention measures, TPM, were ever applied to her by the school authorities, and there is no evidence that the steps required by Texas law were taken to correct the situation, neither in that school year, 2018, nor in the previous one, 2017. The student DCV had 38 unexcused absences in 6th grade. The student DCV had more than 13 unexcused absences only in the first weeks of 7th grade. Also in 8th grade, student DCV had dozens of unexcused absences without receiving any sanctions. This is one more example of the state compulsory attendance law not being enforced at Laredo ISD. The district authorities does nothing to combat truancy. They just hides it. The Laredo ISD does not take the measures contemplated by law to prevent it, making it a growing problem. At least a dozen of my students that school year were also chronic truants, and had never received any of the sanctions contemplated by the compulsory attendance law of Texas. I reported several times, both verbally and in writing, the intentional misrepresentation of attendance numbers and the disregard to the compulsory attendance law, to the Lamar Middle School principal, to the Human Resources Director, to the Curriculum and Instruction Director, and the Superintendent of the Laredo ISD. Without success. They only started a campaign of retaliation against the teachers who dared to report the problem. Finally, I reported the problem to the Texas Education Agency.
Let me say something. Renee, for the record, I just want to mention that she's being accused of shouting at a student or mistreating a student. When we heard the recording at Ms. Munoz's office, there was no shouting that I could hear. And we were all listening. Ms. Munoz was there, and so I don't know why they're saying that she was mistreating the kid and she was screaming at the kid. It's not true. I think y'all have a recording. I just want to state that for the record because I heard it in my own ears.
Do you remember what Ms. Officer Munoz said at that time regarding that if there is no further investigation, I don't see any problem. I'm going to make, and I can prove what I'm saying. I'm going to recommend this, that it's going to be closed. You said that in November the 16th.
And then I've never, in the 31 years that I've been filing grievances, I've never seen CPS at a grievance hearing. It was the first time ever. I don't know why that person was there. It's not like she would slap the kid or physically abuse them. She didn't even raise her voice. So why CPS was there, I thought that was inappropriate, in my opinion.
I am Maria Trevino Garcia, a teacher with a proven record of academic excellence, and have been working at Laredo ISD for the last 18 years, with a total of 30 years service in the field of education. My students have consistently achieved first place on the STAR assessments, as well as the highest number of commended performances, across the district. The table shows the results obtained in mathematics by my students in the last year I taught at Lamar Middle School. I sincerely believe that the school district authorities intentionally fabricated this accusation against me because I reported to the Texas State Education Agency that they were falsifying student attendance records. Since becoming a whistleblower, I have been subjected to continual retaliatory conduct from Laredo ISD authorities, based on fabricated and malicious allegations. I have been threatened, harassed, suspended, humiliated, and now I face termination. In my opinion, the only abusive and negligent conduct is that of the school district authorities. They abuse their authority when they falsely accuse a teacher who has reported their wrongdoing in order to silence a whistleblower. And their conduct is negligent when they intentionally fail to enforce the truancy prevention measures required by law.